Today's episode of the Podcast Brothers is sponsored by HBO Films' new movie, OG, premiering this Saturday at 10 p.m. OG stars Jeffrey Wright as Lewis, who is in the final weeks of his 24-year sentence in a maximum security prison. OG takes an intimate and unflinching look at the journey of one man at the precipice of freedom. After nearly a quarter century behind bars, he must confront the impact of his actions and the challenges of re-entering society. Groundbreaking. It was filmed on location at Pendleton Correctional Facility in Indiana, and its cast includes several of the men incarcerated there. The film premiered in the 2018 Tribeca Film Festival, where Wright won the award for Best Actor in the U.S. Narrative Feature Film. Be sure to tune in to OG premiering this Saturday at 10 p.m. on HBO and streaming on HBO Now and HBO Go.
What's good, everybody? It's your boy Fresco of House Fresh, first of his name, Lord Commander of the Night's Watch, King of the North, rightful King of the Andals, and all the seven men. You can follow me on Twitter at Fresco Ben Famous. That's BIN Famous, and on Instagram at Fresco Fame.
And it's your boy Flaw 700, aka Flaw Claw Van Dam, aka Flaw Skull.
Oh!
Woo! Aka your boy. Dump some good. Saki Sue, you sock it to me, I sock it to you. And we are the Podcast Brothers, and this is episode 124. 124.
Okay, cool.
Last episode was the 1, 2, 3 about love.
Was,
you know what I mean?
Valentine's Day
St. Valentine's Day Massacre. This is episode 124. We are the Podcast Brothers, two real live brothers who are similar because we're both Geminis, but also have different viewpoints. And we are recording live in the beautiful downtown Trenton in Starbucks.
What up, Starbucks?
Give it up for that.
I'm about to cop the Starbucks.
Fresh off the round table episode that we had, that was wild.
Shout out to
different.
Everyday Melanin Magazine.
My man just asked me.
Hold on. You could just read his shirt.
Oh man,
He held the note. Just hold your shirt up.
Who wants to know though?
I don't know, man. Just flash your jersey like you a baller.
She's right there.
Okay. You want to the Podcast Brothers? Slide the glass.
No, come in. What the fuck?
I don't know, bro. I don't know what to tell you, bro.
What the fuck?
What's the name of the podcast?
Yeah, so I listen.
Oh, we're the Podcast Brothers.
The Podcast Brothers.
Yes.
Okay.
Everywhere, no matter what you want to listen to, Spotify, Apple, Google, we there. The Podcast Brothers.
Okay, y'all here every weekend?
Every Sunday we here.
Okay, so I thought I could just listen, but y'all...
Yeah.
Well, we're going to record it and then upload it tomorrow on platforms. Yeah, so.
I'm gonna take a listen. They say you guys are funny. You good?
Hey, you heard right.
We do our thing.
You heard
and
right.
It's facts. You feel me?
Thank you.
Just don't do that no more.
Yeah. Nah, but that's pretty dope though.
Nah.
You don't like it?
Nah, don't bust in on that shit. Don't be busting on it. I don't come to you.
You ain't like that?
I don't come to your motherfucking job like, hey, who got the chicken?
Who got the coffee?
You know what I'm saying? I almost said it, but I be like, you know what? I'm going to let it slide.
But you know what? I was been supposed to hang up like a sign.
Well, you did it. So this is the shit we got to deal with.
What just happened was my fault. I need to get that poster printed out at Walgreens or something. So when we in here, it's right there. Don't ask me no questions.
Also, do not fucking enter.
But we got two special guests in the building, man. Y'all heard? We got two special guests in the building, both from Trenton, New Jersey. Okay.
Shout out to the town. We in here.
We have Brittney and TiQuasia in the building. Did I say your name right?
Yes.
Okay, great, because I suck at names.
He listened to me say it. That's why.
Yeah, I was like, do y'all know each other's names? And when you said it, you guys like, got it.
Yeah, I know.
But yeah, man, we got give you applause, man.
Yes, thank you for coming. Thank you for being here. Episode 124 podcast.
Oh, no, I thought that was dope. Who are y'all? What do y'all do? Oh, we the Podcast Brothers. Okay, my bad. Y'all just might be nervous. That might have been the nerves, or
no.
I ain't like it either.
All right.
I just didn't like it. I didn't even like the sign thing. Like the whole.
The sign was cool. The sign was fine.
How was I gonna answer?
All right, and then he could have just pointed at his shirt. I read it in 2 seconds. I'm like, look
Yeah, but I was the one talking. So what y'all don't know, what just happened was we in Starbucks recording, and one of the employees that work here put up a sign, and it kind of threw me off. Somebody wanted to know what the name of our show was, and that just threw me off. So,
and then she came in here and then asked us. I started to say, we live, baby. You feel me? Like, woo, whoa, we live. So close the door.
So we like to start each episode off with how our weeks went, and since you two are the guests and you are ladies, we'll let you go first. So how was your week?
I had a good week.
Okay. What did you do? You don't want to say what you did?
That ain't it.
Yeah, she said I had a good week.
This ain't first grade introduction class. You just get that one little short sentence.
Yeah. I like sports and that's it.
Right. Exactly.
Brittney, cut it out.
That's funny. I like sports and that's it. No, I'm sorry. Please continue. More in depth about your week.
I had a good week. Good work week. What did I do? On Tuesday, I went to the movies. I went by myself.
You went to Galentine's.
What you say?
What Men Want.
How was it?
It was really good.
Yeah?
It was really funny. Yeah, I went by myself, so that was my little time to myself.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
I like going to the movies by myself.
Me
actually.
too.
Yeah, I do too.
Some people think it's weird, but
I think it's perfectly
I think
fine.
it's good.
I've known people who haven't yet to go on a date by themselves.
You're right.
Grown adults be like, it's just a podcast that I listen to. Like, people are really, I don't know what it is, but they really will not do it. They just won't.
Fuck that.
They have
Maybe
to force
they
themselves to do
feel
it.
like embarrassed.
Oh my goodness.
What is the embarrassment?
Right.
Like, people go think, oh, she at the movies by herself.
What kind of shit is that?
She
Like,
lonely as shit.
Who's sitting around at the movies like, look, that motherfucker by himself. Like, who the fuck is even paying attention to you? Like, you know what I'm saying? Nigga, just enjoy your movie. You do what you do. Right. You enjoy who you
It is
with.
dark, so why you worried about me?
That's funny as hell. You here by yourself. You imagine being in a concession stand line, the nigga just behind you. It's like, so you here by yourself, huh? Nigga, what? Like, why is that bad?
Right.
All right. Anyway, I'm sorry. That was it for your week?
Yeah, that was pretty much it.
I can dig it. Britt.
So my week was cool. I started my new classes.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
That's dope.
Some new classes, so new beginnings.
What kind of classes?
I'm in nursing school.
Oh,
so
shit.
I started like a new term.
Okay.
Yep.
Gotta give you applause for nursing school.
Thank you. But other than that was like the major thing of my week.
That's good. I mean, that's something, definitely you got to prepare for. So shout out to you on your journey in nursing school.
Thank you.
I heard that shit hard than mom.
Very hard. I'm losing hair.
What? This class just started this week, didn't it?
No, it's the second term.
Oh, second term. Okay. I heard second week. My bad. How was your week, Flaw?
Yeah, I ain't do much, man. I've been working a lot overtime. This is my only day off out of 6.
You work Saturday too?
Saturday too.
Damn,
like
Sunday working you like a slave.
And like I be telling y'all, I've said this before, I work 10-hour days, so I get my 40 on Thursday. So when I say I work Friday and Saturday, if you actually think about that, that's actually 7 days worth of work.
Man, give me $7 right now. Out your pocket right now.
That's a weird number, right? Like, just give me $7.
I'm trying to make it light on you. I know you got it. Niggas can't say, nah, you can't tell me you work 77 hours a week, but you ain't got $7.
You know taxes be taking your money.
Look.
Uncle Sam don't play.
The more money you make, the more Uncle
more
Sam
they take.
takes.
It's the same percentage, just more hours multiplied.
And that sucks.
Yeah, that does.
That sucks.
It does. I'm not with it.
Time.
Trust me.
If I
The
work,
government was shut down, they still was taking their money.
Yeah.
they'll take your taxes.
I'm not with it.
What was your? Well, I watched the Killer Mike special. I was watching a lot of Netflix. I'm hooked on Netflix documentary type series now.
Yeah.
We're gonna talk about black businesses later, but I watched the Killer Mike docu.
Trigger warning.
And one of the episodes was about buying black, and he tried to do it for the entire day and it didn't work.
You tried to do it for 3 days.
3 days and it didn't work.
Yeah.
So he just was like, do something for like a Black Friday. So I tried that on Friday. So I bought black. I didn't purchase. Now, I ate what I ate, but I didn't purchase it on that day. But when I did purchase a sandwich from a black-owned business, Alamaze.
Okay.
So shout out to Alamaze. I went there for lunch, and I want to try to do that every Friday. But if it's in my refrigerator already, it doesn't count as you know what I mean?
Yeah, so you're cheating.
No, I'm not cheating.
All right, cool.
I mean,
I understand what you're saying.
Killer Mike definitely showed us it's like almost close to impossible to actually, wake up and just want to do things
or live the way that he was used to living or accustomed to living. You have to make some serious lifestyle changes.
He was doing stuff that I really don't agree with. Like, if I purchased this car, like he wouldn't drive his car because it wasn't, black owned. Well, he didn't buy from a black lot, but you probably purchased his car long ago. Like, you don't have to not drive your car.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
he was for real.
Yeah.
He was dead serious.
I don't even know if he showered.
He bought a bike.
I don't know if he showered because it was white soap. You know what I mean? Unless he found black soap from a black-owned company that was made with black. Put it like this. He went to a restaurant that was black-owned, but the food wasn't from a black-owned farm.
Oh, so he was...
So he really did...
Hold on, because we still talk about your week, or are we getting into the topic?
Okay, yeah. So that was my week. It was All-Star Weekend. It's still All-Star Weekend. I watched some basketball last night. Playing around with my new podcast toy. I don't really do much, man, but work. And that's about it, man. That was my week. I didn't do much.
All right. I also went to the movies this week. I saw 2 movies this week, actually. I'm ashamed to admit that I saw the first one, but fuck it. I'm a man of action. I did it, goddammit. I went to go see the Liam Neeson movie. Yeah, I did.
What?
I wanted to see some action.
Oh shit.
Yeah, you can hit me with it. It's cool.
Oh shit.
All right. Yep. So I went to see it, right? But I walked out that motherfucker. That's how trash it was.
Okay.
Like I legit, I'm sitting there, I'm like, yo, what the fuck is this? Like, I'm looking around. I'm seriously looking like, what the fuck is this, man? I thought it was going to be something to the action effect of Taken. That's what I wanted to see. Mm-hmm. Highly disappointed. So, and then in turn, I'm disappointed in myself. So, it's all good. I take that one on the chin.
Karma doesn't have like a timetable. She comes when she wants. That one might have just been quick. That was the quickest.
That was pretty quick. That was pretty quick.
That was the quickest Karma.
And I can't say it was really painless neither. It was because it was a waste of money. Mm-hmm. The concession stand snacks wasn't even up to par.
Karma, yeah.
And I left. I didn't enjoy the movie, so it was like.
And that movie still got
triple whammy.
And that movie still got credited for your purchase, whether you liked it or not.
I tried to submit. I bought it on an AMC app. That's how much I go to the movies. I tried to do a refund because I walked out, so it was still like time on it. So I tried to get a refund, but anyway.
So did you go on Tuesday?
Nah, I went on Thursday.
Oh, okay.
Went on Thursday because I know it's $5 on Tuesdays, right? Yeah, I know all about the AMC.
Nah, I still want my $5.
But then I also went Saturday and I saw the Alita, the Battle Warrior movie. That shit was fire.
That animated type movie?
Yeah.
With
I saw it in 3D.
Ali?
Yeah.
How the hell you say that man's name?
I don't know, but him. That guy. Cottonmouth, yeah. That movie was pretty good. The story was a little dragged out, but I'm a sucker for action and a good story. And it had both of those. And it was in 3D as well. I saw it in. So it was pretty dope. I liked it. I would recommend it. 7 out of 10, I give it. Just because the story, I was like, when the fuck is this going off? Like, I asked myself that like 3 times during the movie. But it kept me entertained because of the graphics and the story and the fighting. So, but I was still like, damn, this shit ain't. Oh, it's more? Oh, shit. Well, all right, well, what about the boyfriend? Oh, shit, this nigga's still alive. Shit like that. So, yeah, other than that, it was a good movie. And that was pretty much my week, man.
Okay, that's what's up. So we can actually start the episode, man. So, ladies.
So this is
once again, yeah, there you go.
This is ladies' night. Oh, what a night.
We appreciate y'all coming. I bumped into Brittney. You was outside brainstorming with Q a few weeks ago.
Shout out to Q.
That's the type of energy that I definitely want to bring to the podcast. Q is, like I said, when you always that's like, yo, Q, that's the man right there, because he brings people together, man,
yes,
with his events. And just him being a dope person. Mm-hmm. And he introduced me to you, and I said, let's work.
Yep. And just like that.
Here we are. About 2 weeks later. Two weeks later.
Coke in the can, baby.
So with that being said, I want, even though y'all told our listeners how y'all weeks were, how about we tell them who you are and, where you from and who you are.
Don't be scared. Don't be scared, girl.
Okay, so I'm TiQuasia. I'm from Trenton, New Jersey, born and raised.
Yeah. Yeah, hit the round of applause, nigga.
Okay.
What's wrong with you?
A little bit about myself. I'm a mom, a young mother, so that really started the Mommies and the Mimosas.
That's a company. What is Mommies and Mimosas?
It's not a company. It started off as an event because with my son, we like travel and stuff. So I was getting a lot of mommies was like hitting me up and stuff, like wanting to like come with me, like just like play dates and things like that.
Okay.
So I wanted to like bring moms together. So that's where the Mommies and the Mimosas came from.
Okay.
But as I was doing that, females that weren't mothers, they were also coming to me, like they just wanted to,
Be down.
Yeah, they wanted to come out and vibe with us.
Wanted to be brandy ass niggas. Nah, that's what's up. That's what's up.
Okay, all right.
So that's where the whole concept of the Mommies and Mimosas came from.
Okay.
I'm hating, man. You need something for dads. Let's start dad and Henny shots.
It's crazy because a lot of fathers hit me up. It was like, when you gonna do something for the dads? And I was like,
I'm gonna step back for a second. Ain't nobody else. I ain't going to interject with the men's side of it. I'm gonna step back. I was just my 2 cents on the alley-oop. You feel me?
But just to spin off what you were saying, I kind of hate when men do that. It's like when women have the Me Too thing and something happens to a man. What about us? Well, let's create something. Stop asking the women.
Yeah, y'all should start your own.
We should.
Line.
Men should get together more often and do things like that.
Yeah, I was
talking to somebody. I was talking to somebody and they was saying something like, y'all stick together, but men don't really stick together like that.
Then let's start sticking together.
Yes.
That's for us to do, not for y'all.
Yeah, that's not for me to bring y'all together.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm probably not going to do it either.
Yeah, but you said, what you said though?
Yeah, I'll probably just do it by myself. Fuck it. I'll be honest.
Now, he said, what you say, daddies and Henny shots?
Daddy.
When we got our kids,
Daddy wasn't there. Yeah.
No, we're not taking
we
Henny
can
shots
take
for our
shots.
kids.
No, y'all can't.
Nah, that's easy, man. I did it once or twice.
We're not saying that it's not done. We just can't make a brand out of it.
Just once. It was one. We was on our way to bed. Anyway.
All right, so my turn.
Yeah.
Yes.
My name is Brittney. I was born and raised in Trenton.
Yeah, round of applause,
I went to school
fool.
right down the street at Fisher.
Nice.
Oh, where, Emily Fisher?
I always was downtown, so it's so nice to see like Starbucks and stuff down here now.
Yeah.
Downtown Trenton is looking different. It's looking
Yeah,
better.
it does look different.
It's to come up.
So I
Gentrification.
have Muvabbeautybar. Basically, I do brow tinting right now. I want to bring more things to my little studio beauty bar thing, like makeup and lashes. But right now, I'm just focused on eyebrows because, like I said, I'm in nursing school. That's very tough. I'm also a single mother. I have a 5-year-old. He's super funny. He wants his own YouTube channel. He's super funny.
He wants his own YouTube channel?
Yes, he does.
Okay.
He's 5 years old.
You might as well do it right now.
So Muvabbeautybar came from me. I always used to do my own eyebrows. People always ask me, can you do my eyebrows? Can you do my eyebrows? One day I was like on Instagram and I seen that someone does like brow tinting. It's like semi-permanent, like brow tinting. You know, women are like, oh.
Yeah, I was going to ask you
They are
to
infatuated with anything that has to do like makeup, all that type of stuff. It sells. So I was like, I do eyebrows really good. So let me just go learn from her how to do the tinting. So ever since I started doing that, I came up with a little business. Actually, my anniversary will be like in May.
Okay,
It's been a
okay.
year.
Oh, sweet. Definitely round of applause. So can you, I don't know if you just explained it, but can you explain the tinting of the eyebrow? What is that exactly?
So basically, it's like a semi-permanent dye. It's vegetable dye, no chemicals. I would put it on your eyebrow. It would connect to the hair follicles on your eyebrow. And then I would like conceal it with concealer and makeup. So it's like adds a darkening. A lot of women don't have dark eyebrows, so they want them to be like arched and darker and ombre look to go with their makeup. And I have like steady clients, and people really like it. So,
Wow.
and I do my own with makeup. I can't tint my own. It's a little hard, but everybody likes it, and I want to expand and do more things. Bring like my own little beauty bar.
I think eyebrows are very important on a woman. I notice if women got fucked up eyebrows. Like I see that shit. I'm like, nah. You need to take a brush to your shit or something, baby.
Tell her to hit me up.
I will now. I sure will, because I be seeing them. I'm like, nah, you cute, but your eyebrows is a little rough. See it, and the cuticles.
Oh my god.
I don't really be noticing eyebrows. That's not my thing. Like,
But when they done right though,
I've seen some stick out. And you be like, okay, your
What
eyebrows.
about mine?
What?
Now that I
your
look-
eyebrows is lit right now. Both of your eyebrows is lit. Both of your eyebrows is good. I'm not looking at you. I ain't talking about y'all. That's fucked up. I'm not talking. I'm just saying in general. I've seen some fucked up eyebrows, but when eyebrows is done right, yeah, they be making them look good as hell.
Like, for example, right? Since that's the business you're in, you would notice some messed up eyebrows off the top, right?
Yes, I would.
That's the thing.
Let me see your eyebrows, bro.
I've always got compliments on my eyebrows. Well, not compliments, but they real bushy. I got real thick eyebrows.
Okay.
You trim them up. Pluck
I'm
them
not
joints.
trimming. Oh, no,
Pluck
I'm
them
not
joints
doing
up,
that.
man.
I'm not doing that. But so that's what I'm saying. It's just like if I was to approach anybody, I'm not thinking about the eyebrows. They would have to say, "Oh, I got to get my eyebrows done." Then I look, I'm like, okay, I can see where it needs touching up at. So that's what I'm saying.
Nah, I mean you seen it the whole time.
No, I didn't. I'm not
You ain't never look at your girl like.
So you don't be looking at all the features.
No,
You don't never look
not
at your
the
girl like,
eyebrows.
man, you need to
The
get this
facial
shit.
features. You talking to a person, so you
Right,
looking at
exactly.
everything right there in their face.
Yeah, but
Like,
eyebrows was never my thing. Like I know when you get it when it's lined up and it's sharp, I'll catch that. But if it's not, I'm not. It just didn't catch my eyes.
Nah, because if she gonna look at my shape up and say, baby, you need a shape up, you need a haircut. All right, well, cool. I'm looking at you too. What's cosmetically can be fixed on you right now? Oh,
Them eyebrows.
Look at them brows. But you better take a makeup into them brows. Permanent marker.
Right. If she dish you, it's like, yo, did your barber mess you? He line you up,
Right.
bro?
Nah, I'm just saying.
Now it's personal.
Nah, I pay attention to stuff like that. I'm into maintenance, so I think women who keep their eyebrows done is sexy. That's some sexy shit.
That's cool. So, you guys have a brunch coming up?
Yes.
So tell us the name of this brunch. When will it be? And why did this brunch come about?
Oh, so it's Mommies and Mimosas and Mother B Women's Empowerment Brunch. It's going to be March 9th at the Conservatory Mansion on East State Street.
Okay. In Trenton, New Jersey?
Yes, in Trenton, New Jersey, from 12 to 3.
Okay.
So I had a first Mommies and Mimosas event in August of 2018. So Brittney came, and
I like the idea.
yeah,
and
like
everything. And we're friends.
Yeah,
already.
we was already
How
friends.
long have y'all been friends?
We've been friends.
We're like newly friends.
Yeah,
she started off doing my brows. That's how we became friends.
Oh.
Yeah. So she started off doing my brows,
Yep.
and that's how we became friends.
So just the energy. We're going to get back to the brunch, but y'all, like, she's just, because you do brows.
Yeah.
But for some reason, this became your friend.
Yes.
Was
Yeah.
it energy? Was it the conversation? Like,
It's
what
the
was it?
energy.
Okay.
It's the energy.
Positive, the good energy that people bring. I have good energy.
And
so,
ambition. It's your
Yeah.
ambitions. So, that's
and
good.
motivation and being a young mom. I'm a young mom. So you always just need somebody to talk to, things like that. When you on your own, like just for advice and things like that. Like we talked about self-care, like that type of stuff. We were into that. Like when you see other people with the same alike
Right.
type,
So you just be doing brows, sparking conversations,
Yep.
and you just be like, well, it's not going to be my friend. It's like, oh,
As soon as they say something
so
wrong.
I say something wrong. Nope, we're not going to be best friends.
You know what?
Shit, I do that to people too. I'm like, a word? All right, cool.
Oh, that's how you feel?
All right, cool. Yeah, I'm gonna holler at you. Yeah, I'm gonna hit you. Turn around. I ain't calling that motherfucker.
So, right, like, okay. So,
I ain't calling that motherfucker.
hey, yo, take my number down, man. Let's link up. All right, I got you.
Nah, I don't
Never
even fake the
answer.
funk no more. I don't do that no more. Like, I just be like, for what? Like,
I can't do that. I
Somebody
can't
tell you we're going to link up. You're going to say, no.
no, we not. It's like say you bump into somebody you went to high school with. You ain't seen this motherfucker in like 7 years. Probably for a reason, because y'all was never really fucking friends to begin with.
right.
They bump into you at the mall like, oh shit, bro, it's good to see you, man. Matter of fact, let me get your number. We gonna link up. Like, no, we not. Like, the fuck?
We're actually not
No,
going to link up.
we're not. But it was good to see you though. Take care, my nigga. It was good to see you, my nigga. Holla at your boy. But anyway,
But so back to the brunch. Where were we at with it? You guys became friends.
Yes, we became friends. Brittney started doing my brows. We just instantly like clicked when we was like vibing. So I had the first Mommies and Mimosa event, and afterwards, me and Brittney talked. And Brittney had already wanted to do a women's empowerment event. So we just decided to collab and just come together.
Okay.
Bring other women together.
How was the first Mommies and Mimosas? How did it turn out?
It was amazing.
Yeah, it was nice.
It was amazing. Mm-hmm.
That's good. That's what's up.
So what do y'all look to accomplish with the brunch? Like, so what is going to be about? What's going to be there when the women?
We just really want to expose a lot of other young entrepreneurs, women anyway, in this small community trend that we have. So we have a lot of sponsors that'll be there, like who will be like basically exposing people to what they do. Like if they have a clothing line, or if they do lashes, or if they sell sweets, or if they're making anything, they can expose themselves to these other young women in the community to, you know, just brand and network and be around each other.
Fellas, it sounds like y'all want to play the let out at this event. Be across the street waiting for him to get out. It's like, yep, there they go.
So what do you guys have? Is there anything y'all just want to add on to that? No. What do you guys have planned after that? Like, what are your goals for like 2019?
For 2019, we actually were just talking about that. We want to do more of this. Like, first, this is like exposure. So it's like, it's just everybody's coming out. It's a breakfast at Tiffany's style. So everybody's going to look real elegant. And, you know, come get dressed up and enjoy, mingle, have mimosas. And then next, you'll see. Okay.
All right. Okay.
How many people, what kind of turnout are you hoping for? What was the audience size at the first one? And how do you see
this is different?
The first one was just mommies.
Right.
Yeah,
but this is a combination of both.
It was like a few people that wasn't mommies, but it was mostly mommies.
Wait. How y'all let non-mommies in the building? Is it the show?
Camaraderie?
What you can do as single moms? Okay, do you have to be single moms, or is it just...
No, not at all. Not at all.
What's the criteria for the sorority?
No criteria.
Oh, okay.
No, not at all. That's what I said, like, at first, I was just focusing on mommies, but I had a lot of females hitting me up that was not mommies that wanted to come out. So I didn't want to, like, limit myself. So that's why this time is for all women.
That's pretty dope, though, you know? Like, just because, like, they might be mothers in the future.
Yeah, true.
And this is also just about, you know, women coming together, because y'all get slack. Like men don't have nothing because we can't come together, but neither can women. So this is big for women to show love and support each other. And
it's definitely going to be, I think it's going to be a bigger turnout, only because we have sponsors. So they have their people who they have. Like, they're all branching off there, posting it on their page. We have a guest speaker. She has, like, her own app. So it's called She Who Is Called. So it's like a motivational app. Like, she sends out like motivational quotes and stuff. So she's coming in, our keynote speaker. So she's coming in to have, like, just a small insert talking about being motivated. She's a young entrepreneur. She's like
turn the mic over
our age. I'm sorry.
Okay, yeah.
She's a young entrepreneur. So I thought that would be inspiring to have her come and talk about how she got where she is today.
Mm-hmm. How long is the event?
12 to 3.
12 to 3.
Okay. Yeah,
that's pretty dope. My daughter hits me up all the time. Dad, I got the name of the company. She's 15, by the way. I have the name. Just trying to find a name for her business that she wants to start. You know, it's the hard part. She came up with something dope, and I can't think of it off the top of my head. But she's just always changing. And right now, she is trying to focus on eyebrows. Like, she really wants to get into the eyebrow business. So that's kind of, you know, ironic that you would mention that's what you're into, and that we would meet.
You got to introduce me, yo. She can be a little mentor. She can shadow her and stuff like that.
Absolutely.
While she doing work to get her shit in.
Absolutely. So
absolutely, yes.
We bumped into each other for a purpose.
Yes, we did.
Like I say, we got our podcast going on. This is a podcast.
You about to be dad of the year, bro. After you deliver that gift. You gonna be dad of the year, bro. You gonna get a big hug, and then 2 weeks later she'll want something else.
We talked about this. Kids is never happy.
That's what I just said. 2 weeks later she'll want something else.
Never happy.
It's never gonna.
I'll introduce her to the plug, and I'll get that hug, and tomorrow something else. Dad, you do me a favor. No. Then it's you the worst dad in the world.
I ain't got that many favors. Held up shit. I barely got that one. Shit. That's dope though.
Yeah. So yeah, that's dope, man. So I want to talk about something real quick, and I put this in the group chat, and y'all had time to go over this, and for some dope answers, man. It's gonna be a dope conversation that we got for y'all. So I got a question, and this is a question that I got from the Facebook, the Podcast Brothers Facebook group. Shout out to the group.
Yeah,
is breaking up with someone via text acceptable? Just a yes or no. How does anybody feel? Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Brittney says yes.
It's acceptable.
Yes, it's acceptable.
Oh.
Do you think so?
Hell no.
Hell no. What you got?
Yeah, but it's probably not going to be the last time y'all talk. Though.
Yeah, it's not.
You know what I'm saying? So you can do it, but I'm pretty sure he or she's still going to pull up like, bitch, fuck you mean? You know what I'm saying? Like, you can do it, but just know, just because you did it via text, you haven't seen the last of me, goddammit.
I'm gonna go yes. I'm gonna go yes as well. But you just made a great point. You might as well wait until I see you because
I'm pulling up anyway. What the fuck you mean is over, bitch? You know what I'm saying? Like, what do you mean? I don't feel like talking to you right now. No, we gonna talk. You're not gonna text me, bitch. Like,
I looked at it as the way that we communicate as people now is it's mostly via text, really.
Yeah.
Like, you really got to tell somebody, like, yo, you can call me, you know?
Nah, I don't. If I got something real to say, I can't do it text.
You can or can't?
I can't. If it's something that, because it's a lot of shit that goes on in a conversation that you can't get from text. It's body language, attitude, tone of voice, shit like that. I need you to hear the emphasis on this bitch. You know what I'm saying? I need you to like that shit. I need you to I need the translation of where I'm coming from.
But even talking on the phone is.
Nah, I mean face to face.
Yeah, it's face to face.
I'm talking face to face. Yeah.
Okay, so that's my question. We're talking about breakup. So
it's always awkward, man.
Right, that's what I'm getting at. Somebody, like, you feel some type of way. The other partner might not feel like there's something wrong, right? So when is there a good time to say, hey, this is over? You can say, hey,
when you feel it.
But no. I get that though. But we're saying via text is three of us say. You said yes.
I'm gonna say no.
Okay, so 2 says it's acceptable. No. 2 says it's not acceptable.
I say it's acceptable only because I did it.
I've done it. I regret it.
So,
I mean, I've done it, but then you got to question how much you like the person. Really, it's like, I
regret doing it. I do regret doing it. And my question is, when is the best time to do it though? Like, there is no best time.
No, it's never a best time.
So when you say, Fresco, I want to meet you face to face, you're telling this person, yo, let's meet up or somewhere, and let's have a talk. Like, how does that work? Like, what time? Does it matter the time of the day? Just when you feel like...
Nah, I'm pretty expressive and I'm pretty open, and I'd rather not dance around. Like, just say what the fuck you gotta say. Don't be talking about something. I'll talk to you when I'm ready, and the fucking week done went past and you ain't told me shit. Like, nah, you bullshit. Don't play with me.
Because they feel the vibe.
Right. You know what I'm saying? So, just get the shit. So, what's up? What's going on? Oh, word? That's how you feel?
I laughed at it because it's like, to me, it's like that job firing you, right? And what have we always said?
I don't need this fucking job.
No. You could have called me at home.
Oh, right.
Fired me.
So fight you in front of the whole office.
Bringing me on.
I had to get up early.
That's not the same. That's not the same thing. That's not the same thing.
It's not the same thing.
Yes, it is.
Because you
it's
gave
the same thing. So, you just got fired from the job of being a boyfriend. Like,
right?
I'm done.
You could have texted me.
I'm getting paid for work though. Like, I'm going there to get money.
You get paid for the time that it took you to get there, but you know they let you work a couple hours before they fire you too.
Yeah, they definitely do.
This shift is like a 7 in the morning.
After this, you can clock out and we gonna walk you to the door. Why you gotta do
by the way, if you don't know when you about to get fired, then that's on you. Like, you feel like heat. Like, you knew the day, you knew yesterday, like, you fucked up. You was like, when you walk in the day, you had that sweat trickling down your back. Yeah, but anyway.
But yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, so it's like you getting fired from your job. You would rather them call you and say, hey, we're letting you go so you can at least stay in the bed, in my opinion. So if you're like, yo, let's meet up, and because in your head you want to break up, your partner or soon-to-be ex-partner don't know, and they might be getting dressed up but like you said, Brittney, you can feel the vibes. But let's say they don't, and they meet you somewhere, anywhere, any time of the day. A breakup isn't easy. I'll say when I did it, I was at work, and it was like just one of the worst things that I could have did as a person at the time. It felt good at the time. You know, my old head was like, don't do it, man, they at work. I was like, nah, I'm pushing this button.
You had it sitting and draft for a couple minutes before you hit send, reading it over and over.
Of course you're going to look at it.
Contemplating.
I didn't. I just sent it.
You did?
I was earth.
Damn, that's savage.
Like, it's over. I'm done.
Savagery.
I looked at it.
Come get your stuff.
High level savage.
I looked at it and I sent it.
But I regret it. I regret it.
I regret doing it. I just don't know when is the best time to break up with somebody. And that's where I'm conflicted at. Because it's no matter what I would have done, I would have waited till I got home or to the house and told her then. It would have been the same reaction. Well, same tears. You know what I'm saying?
You know what? I think we text because when you face to face, so much emotions just Depending on how the relationship was, so many emotions. Like, I mean, I was the one who texted. So if somebody texted me and said that, I probably would have been like, I gotta see you. Like, we gotta meet up.
I'm about to pull up.
Because you ain't gonna still have keep that same energy when you see my face.
But that's also the thing too. If you break up, let's say you break up with somebody via text, right? And miraculously they just be like, well, fuck you, it's over, right? and they on that same way, well, fuck you, and it's over. And y'all don't see each other, but then y'all see each other again, and now y'all ain't seen each other in a while, so now y'all see each other and possible rekindling of the flame. If you break up with somebody in person, you're gonna remember that shit for the next time you see him. You know what I'm saying? Well, fuck you. But it's like, you know what I'm saying? It ain't no confusion. It's a little more, I feel like it's a little bit more confusion when you break up with somebody via text and you don't see him for a while and then you happen to bump into him. Like that I feel like that leaves a possible window for possibility. More so than doing it face to face. Well, I already know where your energy coming from off the rip. So the next time I see you, I ain't even looking at your ass.
Well, if they said, like, fuck you, then if I see you, I'm not saying nothing to you.
I mean, fuck you, exactly. That's just my verbiage. That's some shit I would say, probably. I'm not projecting that to be the status quo.
So you get a text message, it's over, you pull up. What are you looking to accomplish with the pull up?
I'm about to whoop your ass.
I'm fighting, period. Don't hit me back.
Don't hit me back either, she says. Oh, my.
Better not.
Oh, my God.
I'm calling my dad and my uncles.
For real.
You came here. You at my house. That shit crazy.
Seriously.
I mean, it's never.
Don't break up with
but
me.
you're right though. It will be the same. You're like you're going to get blowback either way, whether you break up with them in person or via text, email, fucking Twitter, whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's still going to be a reaction. Like that person still has to accept whatever. Yeah, that person still has to accept the bad news.
So
if they thought shit was gravy, especially.
So you want to break up with somebody, or do you care about where that person is at the time? When I did it, and like I say, I felt bad because I can't remember, because when I seen her, she had on gym clothes, but I'm thinking she was at work. But either way, imagine you at work or at the gym in your own zone and you get this breakup text. It can break your heart. Are we,
Your stomach started.
Oh man, hey, listen, I gotta go home sick. Honestly, like
family emergency.
I gotta go home. So what I'm saying to you is, do we care on where that person is when we're ready to drop the bomb?
I don't give a fuck where you at, but you better take my location into consideration, goddammit. I'm with my son, bitch. Don't you be texting me no hateful shit.
Seriously, like, first of all, I'm with my son, so don't do that.
Right. Don't use the kids.
Don't do that, yo.
Because that's crazy.
That's like one of the most joyous moments of my day when I do have it. You gonna go and take that shit.
It shouldn't matter though. Like, you should be able to tell a person, like, no matter who you with your kid, I'm going to tell you because you want to tell me if I'm with my son. I gotta be strong anyway. I'm gonna
at least wait till you go to sleep. Like,
okay, so
you put the kids to bed. All right, well, listen, I got something to tell you.
That's wild.
Because you get to use the shh. You gonna wake the baby up.
So yeah, who uses that line and follows it with, I got something to tell you when it's a breakup? Normally, when you put the baby to bed, that means, the good stuff's about to happen.
Yes.
Like, baby to bed,
tell me why the baby up, because I ain't gonna cry in front of him. Yeah,
I gotta be strong for my kid.
Yep,
so that's what I'm saying. It's like, I don't think we're talking about via text, but man, when is there ever a good time?
The right time is never for the person who's the recipient of the bad news. The right time is for the person who's going to deliver that bad news. So you got to do it before you explode and lose yourself in a situation. Mm-hmm. That's the time to do it. It's never going to be the right time for the person who thinks the relationship is 100 because they on cloud 9. They think shit gravy. But you, on the other hand, you like, man, this is some bullshit. I can't take this another day. If I don't tell her or him how I feel now, something's going to happen. Or you going to react in the way that you should, or you going to overreact because you've been over the situation, but you're there just for the sake of not hurting their feelings. Well, you're still doing that. Because I'm pretty sure there are signs of you not wanting to be there showing to that person. So
and whoever don't realize that, they need some reality checks.
Yeah, you can see that shit.
You can usually tell when your partner is like different. You
like, you good? Yeah, you been a little funny lately. Well, what you mean? I'm good.
I'm fine.
Bitch, you ain't no fucking good. You ain't gonna be knock your goddamn head between that washer and dryer.
But my thing is, because that was the part, because I wanted out of the relationship, but if I actually think about it, the part that makes me feel bad was where that person was, and it was just like I could have handled it better. Even though I'm the one that wanted out, and it's my call. I'm gonna tell you whenever. But I just say the part that I regret was where that person was in the day. But then I think, I don't know where that person could have been in the day. Because, okay, let's say you wait till he or she get home. Now it's wind down time. I don't want that news at 5 p.m. and I'm watching the news, or I'm watching my favorite show. I just had a long day at work, or I had a great gym session, and I get that heartbreaking news. So
you just got to ask your girl once a week nowadays, like, yo, you trying to break up or something? You good? Nah, it's just a heat check. Just a heat check. Yo, you ain't trying to break up this week, are you?
I think that the person who's delivering the information just needs to get it off their chest whenever it is, because it's all about how your days, like, you got that on your brain all day. How are you performing at the best of your ability in everything that you do in life? Like when you go to work, you're being a parent.
Nah, it is certain places that you can and can't do it though. It is certain places where you shouldn't. Like,
why?
If we at Chuck E. Cheese for the birthday party.
I'm breaking up and leaving.
Oh, hell no. Because you knew you wanted to break up yesterday. You gonna do it in front of everybody at the party? I'm gonna be mad at I'm gonna be mad as fuck. I'm gonna be tight, yo. I'm gonna throw you in the Chuck E. Cheese ball pit. Like, I'm gonna be super.
That no more.
Damn, for real? I don't go there.
Yeah, Chuck E. Cheese fell off, man.
Yeah,
they ain't got the ball
That's
pit
trash.
anymore.
Well, you gonna wish the ball pit was there.
And you gotta like unlimited. All this crazy.
You gonna
stuff.
wish the ball pit was there when I throw your ass up, break up with me and Chuck E. Cheese. Damn, that's not.
Well, I think that where's like communication come in. If I'm about to break up with somebody, I'm probably gonna be like, "Well, where you at? Like, who you around?" I'm gonna take that.
So you're gonna take that into consideration?
I'm gonna take that into consideration.
Who you around? Your mom? Oh, I'll talk to you later.
It's if you around anybody, actually. Like, yo, you with your homegirls? Oh, all right, hit me back when you by yourself. Like,
forget the homegirls.
She calling them up right after you.
Right? She telling them anyway.
You don't want to be that nigga delivering the news
as soon as y'all hang up.
You don't want to be the person delivering that news at that time when
she's calling them immediately.
They gonna be like, girl, remember when he asked me where I was at?
I'm not.
Because the girlfriends didn't like you anyway.
She can do that. That's
on the news.
They was ready.
She can do that. That's fine. She can call whoever the hell she want after I deliver the news, unless you.
That's not always true though, because I've like went through breakups before and I didn't tell anyone. I wasn't ready to.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't just like, oh, he broke up with me 5 seconds ago. Let me call Brittney.
Right.
Oh no, I call my best friend. Soon as something happened,
I didn't need time to get my thoughts together.
Not all women, but that's the go-to move for some. Where
now they posting it.
Oh, no.
Because and it's not nothing wrong with it, but we all know how girls do, how women do during the breakup. It's different from when men break up, but when women get their heart broken, y'all all come together. Girls night out at the house.
Niggas just beg for attention on social media. Like, niggas take fucking videos of themselves crying. Like, I can't take this shit. What are you doing?
Or they be like, Offset, y'all won.
Right. Y'all finally got what y'all want. Y'all happy now?
Leaving cryptic messages on Facebook.
Right.
Post, y'all won. Now we gotta say who won. What's going on? Now you gotta beg them for information that they just want to tell you anyway.
Inbox me, bro. That's what they want, right? Inbox me, bro. No. You made the status public. Why I gotta fucking? It's a public status. Why I gotta fucking have a secret conversation?
Yeah, that's funny. It said, "What's wrong?" Inbox me, bro.
Like, no, just write it on the fucking post.
And then you get mad. Like, shit, I knew I shouldn't have commented on the post.
All right, I'm gonna hit you. I'll be ignoring niggas.
You'll ever see something deep on Facebook or social media and you just close your app and act like you never seen it?
Yep.
Yes.
And they be like, yo,
I stay doing that.
You should see what I'm going. Oh, word, that's what happened? But you saw the post? Like, all right, I'm not touching this.
I don't want to know.
Stay out of it.
I like it, but I'm like, oh, word. Quick.
No, you can't let somebody know you like it, man.
No, you can't.
Once Facebook gets that, it shows you who saw your post joint. It's over. It's a wrap for everybody.
I don't give a rat's ass if you. That's just like the read text on the iPhone. Yeah, I'm ready. Bitch, I ain't feel like replying.
I got mine on now because that's the type of attitude
I don't feel any pressure to reply to shit I don't want to.
Yes.
I don't give a fuck what's going on. You telling your life story? Damn, bro, that's crazy. Whoop.
You didn't hit me up to tell. You didn't hit me up individually to tell me about that. So obviously you don't care what I think. Like maybe that's because sometimes when we on social media we will post something, but it might be just for
one person,
1% of your friend group.
Right.
And I don't know if you're talking to me, so I'm gonna just keep scrolling until I see something.
Not only that, but they'll post a status that's directly towards somebody who they have contact with instead of talking directly to that person. It's like, and then it becomes a whole big thing. It's like, well, nigga, why you just ain't fucking call me? I don't know, man. I got mad. Okay. What are you doing?
Let's look at this. This isn't part of the topics that we got, but this is a little random question that might lead to further conversation, or it could just be like a yes or no question answer. Do you guys look at social media as being an open journal? We've always had a diary or a journal to write our thoughts down. Since nobody does that anymore, and we kind of like laugh or complain about people who just write their lives, is this our journal now, though?
No.
It's just not secretive, no?
First, I would like to say I have a journal.
Still?
And I still write.
You still writing? Okay.
Yes. So no, social media is not a journal.
Okay. Because I look at it as
journal of bullshit.
With the journal, writing it down gets it off your chest, right?
Yeah.
So that could be a post. I'm going to write this down, even though I'm writing it in front of 1,000 of my followers. I feel better because I got it out.
Yeah, but sometimes
I thought the point of a journal or a diary was for like private thoughts or stuff that you want to keep to yourself.
But writing is still therapeutic. So even though what you're writing isn't private, because I got it out, because I wrote it down, I feel better.
I think it depends on the person, though.
Okay.
If you're a private person, you're going to write it in your journal. And people don't even know I have a journal.
Okay.
But
they do now. They do now.
But
seriously,
it's okay to be expressive, and it's okay to come across something on social media or something that you've experienced in your life that you might want to talk about and express how that scenario made you feel. But if you on that motherfucker every day making this shit, like, it's like, yo, my nigga, get your shit together. Like, what do you want me to do for you? Like, keep moving. Like, that's all you want anyway is this thumbs up, my nigga. Like, that's it.
I'm sorry.
No, go ahead. You the guest.
No, I don't feel like it's therapeutic for people. I just feel like they just want attention.
Okay.
That's
so,
it.
Yeah,
that's it.
That's how I feel.
Because that's usually what happens. You get reactions.
Yeah. Like,
nobody likes me. 47 likes in 6 minutes. Oh, shit. What?
You got your grandma on there. I love you, baby.
I'm praying for
That's
you.
the worst, though. That's the worst. What we do know is our posts are not for our parents or mom or grandma to comment. Listen, I don't want it from you. I know you love me. Drop my posts.
Delete.
Ain't nothing like what mom do, jump on the post. You know I love you, son. All right, mom, get out of here. It's not for you. This is
about the text message breakup.
Like, mom, you could have texted me, mom. You know, you could have called me. Stop writing on my Facebook posts.
That's funny.
My grandma always do that. She always write on my posts.
Gotta love moms and grandmas, man. You just gotta.
I could be writing a song and she just comment like, honey, what's wrong? I'm like, grandma, it's a song.
Oh, my goodness.
You just gotta. What's the next joint?
Black. Buying black. We touched on it a bit earlier with the Killer Mike special. And just to go over what we talked about, he tried to buy black and do black for 3 whole days, and it was hard for him. He didn't want to drive his car, so he bought a bike from a black shop. He didn't want to eat food that wasn't grown from a black-owned farm. Correct me if I'm wrong to the listeners, but he did go into like a black-owned restaurant. It's just the food wasn't farm from a black farm.
From a black farm, right.
So he didn't eat the food. I don't think he ate for like 2.5 days, maybe 3. I don't know what he did. He couldn't smoke weed because the weed wasn't grown from, black people. So it was hard for him. So what he did say was try to make Friday a Black Friday, and not talking about shopping where you get astronomical numbers, discounts on prizes, on products, but support a black owned business. So what I'm saying to you guys, how do you feel about buying black? I bring that question up because I think we give black-owned businesses a hard time. Mm-hmm. We're really quick to complain about what they're trying to do, running out of food, customer service.
I mean, I'm complaining about that anywhere.
Anywhere?
Y'all niggas ain't got no food?
Well,
it's a restaurant.
McDonald's really don't run out of burgers. So... Other restaurants don't really run out of product. So, but when you go to, like for me, I've talked about this before. I'm not going to say the name of the store because I don't want to bash them. But if I want a certain sandwich and they ran out of the product that I want, it's happened before. I want that.
True.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? But
you know, wasted 15 minutes on your lunch coming here and they ain't even got what you want.
No, I called them, but I still had it on my mind. When you got a certain platter on your mind and you can't get it,
yeah, that's hard.
Now I got to go to the Italians to get a pizza. They always got pizza.
Pizza. Can't do pizza. Tomato sauce. Hard.
But how do we feel about buying black?
I'm all with it. I feel like this. If I'm spending my money, I want the best service. So if you're not giving me the best service, I don't care if you're black, white, purple, blue, red. I'm just not about to spend my money.
That's definitely, I'm glad you said that because
super facts.
It's always about the quality of what we're getting. Mm-hmm. But I'll say this, and because I thought that, you think that, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people think that, but these black-owned businesses, they don't really have much. So, like when a business first starts out, you're going to get the worst of it because of the backing, like the investments. You know what I mean? Like how they started. How are they getting their product? They're not getting their product like, let's say like a black-owned grocery store started up. You're not going to get that black-owned grocery store. It's not going to get the same backing that ShopRite gets. You know what I mean? Like ShopRite is always going to have something. Right. So just in my opinion, it's just like we got to start cutting some of these black businesses some slack to me.
But but it's still also that's hard. Like I wouldn't mind blind black if I can live with the same convenience convenience is the thing for me. I want what I want when I want it. Mm-hmm. I don't really give a shit where I gotta go to get it. I'm gonna go get what I need. You know what I'm saying? If ShopRite has the products that I need for my son and they suit him better, they're better for his skin and things like that than it is at the black business, then I gotta do right by my kid and get him the shit that's better quality for him and get him that product. Like it's about quality, convenience, and pricing. Like if all of that is, you know what I'm saying, already established, it's gonna be hard to take away a piece of demographic and say come shop here when we're on a startup and we can't even provide you with what was already being given to you in the first place.
That is, you about to say something, Brittney? Okay, yeah, listening. That is good that you pointed that out. Like Killer Mike, he didn't have little babies around him.
Right.
And it was just him. He did it himself. So when you go, hey, I'm only going to buy black, and then you got a baby who needs a certain formula.
Or you got 5 babies.
How you going to get these Pampers and things of that nature? So it's kind of like a tricky slope where, because we have to, here's the thing, we have to spend money on the black businesses in order for them to grow. Mm-hmm. Unfortunately, it's hard because the stuff that we need are from other places. So it's hard to grow these black businesses and just say, hey, we're going to do this. We're going to have a community full of black-owned businesses. But, hey, on Monday, whatever 6 stores that's open, I don't need none of that. I actually need something from across town, from the bigger brands. Mm-hmm. So I say that, but at the same time, the stuff that we are all complaining about, and I'm not saying it's complaining, but you want what you want. You want what you want. But the black businesses will never get it if we aren't putting money into the business and they not doing the right thing with the dollar. So that's just a trickery slope with it.
It's
that's a lot of moving parts.
It's tricky.
Yeah.
It's like you don't want to not support them and complain, but it's like when you spending your money that you work for, you want the best.
Absolutely.
So it's real tricky. But I would support black businesses. Even with me having like issues with certain black businesses, I would still I'll still even promote their stuff. Even if I won't buy it, I'll promote it.
What about us being too quick to chop a black business down? I mean, like, okay, they didn't have the fish to make that fish sandwich that you wanted. The jumping on the social media, though.
I did that before, and I felt really bad.
Shame on you.
You don't gotta say the name.
No, I won't say the name. I won't say the name.
But tell us what happened. What didn't they have, and how did it make you feel?
And what did you write on social media?
It wasn't that they didn't have anything. I was trying to get something done. And the communication was bad. The communication was bad all around. Like, I'm trying to communicate with this person, they're not responding. I see them posting on social media, but they ignore me. So it was just a lot, and I was just frustrated. So I just went to social media. But a friend of mine was like, I understand that you frustrated, but just give them a chance. Mm-hmm. But it was like I was trying to give them a chance, but it was just they didn't want to take a chance.
Especially with food is difficult too, because I don't want to waste my time here when I know I can go where I've been going to get what I want for the price I wanted. If I get bullshitted, you know what I'm saying, on this first experience, especially on the first one, yes, I'm not coming the fuck back. And that's black, white,
I
whatever.
An issue like that. I'm not going to say the name, but a business had just opened, and I was like, you know what, I want to try this place out, and it's a black-owned business. I go there. Well, I called, and I was like ordering all this food for me and my friends. I do brows in the salon now. So we were all ordering food. And I called, and the guy was like, do you want to put a card on file? And I was like, no, I'm going to come. You know, you're only 6 minutes away. I'm going to come. He was like, oh, because I want to make sure that this ain't no hood rat in the projects.
Oh, wait.
Wow.
Ordering food and not coming to pick it up.
Wow.
So you just ordered almost $100 worth of food. I want to make sure you picking it up because I wanted to add one more thing, and I think the total was like 80. So I was like, you know what, I'm going to come there just to show you know I'm supporting you, whatever. I get there. I wait over an hour for my food.
Wow.
I knew the owner's like wife or whatever from Browse and stuff. And she was like, I'm going to comp you your meal, whatever, get the food, the wrong meal again. Because the person who's in the front taking the orders is a talker. So you're talking, you have all this stuff to say, but you're not doing what you're supposed to do. Yeah. Like, if you spend less time complaining about the hood rats that ordered all that food and didn't pay for it, you would have got my order right. Because you would have heard what I said instead of thinking I'm trying to play games.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Wow.
And I just sent the food back, got my money back, and I left.
Before we even start businesses,
I need to know the name of that place.
I just hope it's not who I think it is. I know somebody who just started a business. I just hope it's not that business. We'll talk off air.
We definitely will, because I'm gonna let y'all know.
Don't let it be you.
But I'm gonna go back.
Don't let it be you.
I'm gonna go back.
But before we even start a business, communicating as black people, we don't know how to do that.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So when this guy said, I'm just trying to make sure you're not a hood rat from the projects, right? His intentions might have meant well, but
you can't talk like that when you're running a business or you work for anybody's business.
This is what happens when you come straight out of the hood and you want to own a business.
But if I sounded like Becky, he would have never said that. Yeah. Like, you know what I mean?
It's true.
Because, like, are you really going to come get your food because we're in the hood?
And
you
if he really, and if
he really going to come get your food?
And if he did have suspicions on if he was really going to buy it or not, he could have said it in a different way. Like, he didn't have to
put a card on file. I'm like, I'm coming. Like, we all have cash. We're working in the salon. But I'm going to bring the cash.
But that's what I'm talking about. He's wherever he was, it's just fresh off the block or whatever, fresh out the hood, and now you're in this. Now you have this job and you're running this business. As a black owned business, the little thing that just shows me they're not paying attention to the little things. Because if we went to Chick-fil-A, right?
Mm-hmm. Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A.
Don't talk about Chick-fil-A.
No. In a good way. I'm pretty sure they coach you on that, right? Mm-hmm. When you come to Starbucks, we're in Starbucks right now. These are some nice people.
Always pleasant.
I'm pretty sure they let that be known.
Yes.
That this is how you have to conduct yourself.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
They just opened the building, the black owned company we're talking about. They just opened it, they started a business and just went straight in. They didn't pay attention to the small things.
That's probably one of the joys of working for yourself, though. Look, bitch, you come to get this food tonight.
That's what he was going to say. I know he was going to say that.
Right.
When I got there, I confronted him.
Yeah.
I said, why would you say that on the phone? Now, if I was somebody else, I would have been like, you know what? I'm not coming.
Right.
I'm not coming. I'm not coming because of what you said on the phone.
Right.
But I gave you another chance because I got a lot of family from the hood, and they don't mean no harm.
Right.
So I'm like, okay.
Because we understand, right?
Yeah, so I
we
understood. You were sounding like my uncle. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to come. I'm going to come so I can show you that I want to support y'all. Mm-hmm. I really want this food. I was hungry. I had an allergic reaction that morning. Took Benadryl, woke up and was hungry. I said, you know what? I'm going down to this place right here because I don't want no fast food. Mm-hmm. I wanted to see my people succeed. Mm-hmm. They opened up at 4 o'clock. I woke up at 5 o'clock. Damn. I said, let me
It's them, son.
Tell them I just got shot down with a bullet through my heart.
Say no more.
And it's piercing through my soul.
cut that.
It's him, son. God damn.
Oh my God.
You better, man. She said 4 o'clock.
You should never said that.
I'm sorry.
You should never say that.
Well, everybody opened up late.
Ooh, man.
But this was a while ago.
Previously on the podcast, brothers.
Let's move along.
Let's
back
move
to that
along.
situation.
Okay, go ahead.
Somebody who was in the salon got on Facebook and bashed them so bad. And she wasn't even the one who was on the phone. And I'm like, why are you doing that? I didn't want to do that. I want to give them another chance because I know how it is when you first starting out. You're trying to figure it out. Like when you first start out, like they're trying to figure it out. You could tell like they straight like that. Like and he heard that I was like just a young female. So he was just like making a comment, and I really think it was harmless. But the people in the salon, the other women, posted a long post on Facebook, and it was bad.
I mean, honestly, if a person has a bad experience, even one time at a restaurant, high quality or low quality, black owned or white owned, you got the right to complain about it. This is somewhere where you're going to spend your money for service. If you don't have a good experience there, because it's more than just the money you're spending, it's an experience from when you're going to get this food. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So if you don't enjoy that time, if you receive shitty service for food or whatever you were trying to get in compensation for what you was paying for, then you got every right to be like, man, don't go here, don't spend your money here.
And I'll say this: you don't have to be the face of
the movement, the shutdown movement.
Like, you own it, it's your business, cool.
Hashtag shut them down.
Put people in charge that's going to deliver the message that you can't because you're stuck in your ways.
That was
on
a
how you
jump.
talk. Facts though. Like, if you're going to run a business, man, and even though we're in the city of Trenton and we all know how we talk, which is why you were like, I get it. I know what you're trying to say, but I ain't appreciate that.
And then when I said it in the salon, they was like, there? What? Like, hood rats in the projects don't got no money. I'm like,
but
that ain't even the point.
I'm like, what? That's what they want on Facebook.
Look at us though, right? Look how other companies treat black people when we come in. Oh, they ain't got no money. And here go black people doing the same thing to us that everybody else do to us.
That was my problem though. Like, I'm like, I just said I was coming. I said I'm coming. You 6 minutes away. I'm coming.
But also, once again, I'm gonna let this go. But we just talked about this. $100 worth of food is a lot. Yeah. It's a waste if you playing on my phone.
But that's like
the entire. But that's like what I'm saying. It's another way that you don't just flat out say that.
It's already you don't say no hood rat.
You don't say hood rat. Like, by no means necessary do you use the word hood rat when you're doing business.
I agree.
Just say, like, we have a policy. You need to put a card on file, or you can just come in and order.
Right. If you order over
$50, you have to come in and place your order.
You should have said that from the jump when I said I need 3 of XYZ.
Right.
But now they know. But now they know. Whoever you are, wink, wink. All right,
we don't know you.
Let's get into fresh or fiasco, man.
Oh, wow.
Fresh or fiasco, we're going to throw something out at y'all. You'll tell us whether it's fresh or fiasco. Fresh meaning you like it. Fiasco mean you don't care, and you got to tell us why. Fresh or fiasco. And we'll go first. Y'all can see how we get down. Fresh or fiasco. Colorado store that boycotted Nike after the Colin Kaepernick ad will be closing down. A little backstory on this. Once Colin Kaepernick did his Nike ad, this store in Colorado decided to not sell any Nike products. He also knew that it would hurt his business if he did. And it's closing, which he knew it would. Fresh or fiasco?
I'm going to go fresh. Mm-hmm. I'm going to go fresh because he knew he fucked up. And he went all the way through and making his point to the very end. Now, if he would have flipped sides and be like, I'm sorry, I want to sell Nike again, it would have been a fiasco because you ain't stick to what you originally set out. Right. You wanted to make a point, and you knew the point that you were making would hurt you and only you in your business. You want to let your racism implode on yourself? Be my guest, buddy. Fresh.
I'm gonna definitely go fresh. He stuck with his guns. Mm-hmm. And this is what black people have an issue with now with the Gucci thing, and no matter what we boycott, football. But when the Super Bowl comes, we have Super Bowl parties. Yeah. He stuck with his guns.
Stuck with it.
And he went down with the shit.
Hey.
He has no company now.
Nothing.
I mean,
you only hurt yourself.
But he stuck with his guns.
With it. He said, I'd rather be broke than sell that Nike. Not selling Nike in my salon, my store. No way.
I'm going to go fresh because he stuck with his guns.
And I respect it. I do. It's stupid as fuck, but I respect it.
I don't know how you're going to feed his family. But
hey, that's a problem for tomorrow.
Fresh or fiasco, what y'all think?
I'm going to go with fresh. Because he did. Like, he stood strong on his grounds. He ain't changed. He ain't been break, nothing. Well, he broke.
He broke.
Yeah. He broke now, bro.
He didn't break. I mean, he didn't bend, but he broke.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to go fresh, too.
Okay. Why?
Because he stuck it out.
Right,
like if he don't agree with something, then he don't agree with it. He not going to be no flip flopper. Like, oh well, I'm losing sales, so I'm about to just sell this Nike.
Right.
I gotta do that.
I mean, that's what I would have did. You feel me? But
How about, you know what?
after that first quarter revenue taking that big hit, I'd be like, you know what?
Either his wife is just as racist as he is, or he don't let her see the books.
That's right.
Somebody would have stepped in and be like, "Listen, darling."
Or they probably already sitting on some money, so it probably don't.
That could be
matter.
too.
That could be true.
Also, is he doing this all by himself? Is he running the books and owning the store and like cashing people up at the register? Like he's doing all of that shit. He's handling the accounting and all that.
Like
But I'm just saying, somebody could have told him, like, "Listen, bro, like."
That's what I'm. But if he's but that's what I'm saying. If he's doing it all himself, then he knew.
No. He said he knew when he decided not to do it that it was going to cost him.
Yeah, he did.
But what I'm saying to you is, when it officially costs you,
Right.
Somebody got to be like, "Listen, all right, I think we should just put
Right, but if he's running everything himself, then
But that's what I said. Maybe his wife ain't looking at the books or nothing because somebody should have been like, "Hey, yo, bro."
yeah, I don't think you can sacrifice a business like that. Anybody who ain't got shit else going on would have went back to selling Nike pronto.
Yeah.
So for the fact that he just let this shit go by the wayside with no problem, he's sitting on something. So he probably ain't even worried about it.
Fresh or Fiasco? I didn't get a chance to ask you ladies to age. Can I ask you how old you are?
Hey, ladies.
I'm 27.
27?
22.
22. The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Are y'all familiar with that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Thank God, yes.
Alfonso Ribio, whatever his name is. I don't know his last name, but Carlton Banks.
Mm-hmm.
And he tried to sue Fortnite because they put his dance in the game. But they said that he cannot sue Fortnite because he does not own the dance. Fresh or Fiasco? I'm gonna go first. I'm gonna go Fiasco.
Why?
That's his dance. They said he can't sue because it's just a hand movement and a leg movement. No. They actually mimicked his style. And then he does the break it down and then like that. Mm-hmm. That's his dance, but
this is on the game.
It's
Fortnite?
actually on the game.
Actually on the game.
It's a game called Fortnite where they actually took his moves that you see on the show, and it's kind of like when your character stands idle, he just does something like he starts dancing, and then the Carlton Banks dance comes on. So he tried to sue them to be like, you can't just use my stuff. That's me. And they said, no, you can't. It's just arms and legs moving.
Okay, yeah, that's Fiasco.
Fiasco?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
But what makes it his dance?
He was the first one to do it. It's known as the Carlton Banks dance. And let's just put it like this. Where else did they get it from? That is the only place that dance was done. Nobody else in the world does that dance. And if they did do it, they pay homage to Carlton Banks.
Yes.
Nobody said this is the Boogie Oogie. This is the Carlton Banks dance.
I'm gonna say Fresh. I'm gonna say Fresh because you can't. Did he copyright it?
Yeah, like that's what I'm saying. What makes it his dance?
Did he have anything that says nobody can perform these moves unless I say so? And on top of that, Fortnite ain't making money off the dance. They making money off the game itself. They can take the dance off, and it ain't gonna be no fucking difference.
They still be making.
They still gonna be making money. But
take my dance off.
Take my dance off.
I think it's cool. I think it's fresh. If you wanted business ties to the dance, you knew this. You started. Fresh Prince came out in what 1990. This dance been popular.
90s, 90,
dance been popular
94.
ever since, and now Fortnite does it. Many people have done that dance within that time. Now Fortnite does it, and you have a problem with it.
That's a good point, though.
But who else did
Is
it?
Fortnite making
Everybody
money?
does it. Like
Everybody
you can be
does
like
it.
people
be
be
on
like
games, but it's on a game.
Yeah.
Yeah, but people
It's
do
on
it
a
on
game.
major platforms. The Carlton's Dancing with the Stars. Motherfuckers are busting to the Carlton dance and shit. And it gets the crowd camaraderie on their side and stuff. Like, it's recognized as his dance.
Yeah.
But I agree with what they said. It's just leg and hand movement. Like, it's mimicked after you, yeah, but it's no way. Like, if you can start copywriting fucking workout moves, then, bitch, I'm about to make some shit up.
You bench pressing just like me.
I'm about to start making some shit up. Oh, shit, nigga, I did that first. But get the paperwork.
You make sense, but at the same time, that is iconic with him.
It's symbolic with him.
It's iconic. That's
I ain't gonna say iconic.
But my thing is, and I joked about like bench pressing and working out. Everybody bench presses and works out. Not everybody, but that's a normal movement. What he did is not normal. Nobody in the world moves their hands and legs and feet like he did on that dance. That's what I'm saying.
That's like somebody them getting on there doing the Soldier Boy. Soldier Boy's gonna want his money.
Right.
He gonna want his money.
Everybody does a two-step. You can't copyright a two-step. That's natural movement.
That's just a regular
But Carlton dance? Nah, that's me, baby. Give me my money.
Exactly.
Then he should have went through the necessary actions to legitimize making money off anybody using that shit without his permission.
But
you just can't pop up 20 years later after you fucking originated. Oh shit, my dance on Fortnite. Oh nah, nigga, sue me. Like nah, bro. Like I think that's corny as hell.
Actually,
I would have tried it too though. It's the first time you hit that all day.
Fresher fiasco. Cardi B responding to the hate because she won the best rap album. Fresher fiasco. Did y'all see that? She got on social media and wanted to tell everybody how hard she worked. She actually, I don't know. I'm gonna go fiasco. I don't think she should have did it. There's people that love Cardi B.
Right.
I don't know. What were you thinking, for everybody to like you? And that's the part that I'm confused about. And this is where we kind of see Nicki Minaj kind of like falling down when people stop supporting her in a way, listen to her, or she lashes out. What do y'all like? I'm the best. I did this. I broke all these records. I remember seeing Cardi B do it after a win. Like Nicki is like losing right now. She's not, she has no Grammys. Her album didn't do as good as everybody thought. So she's firing back. Cardi B wins the best rap album award and still decides to be negative.
I'm gonna
go fiasco.
I'm gonna say fresh, man, because part of the journey to making it to the top is shitting on your haters when you get there. So fuck it. Listen, niggas been talking shit the whole time, and I just gotta win. When you win is the perfect time to gloat. You ain't gonna gloat when you losing.
And she was gloating when she ain't had nothing.
And she was going when she ain't had nothing, man. You gonna talk that shit when you win, and especially when motherfuckers been hating on you. Motherfuckers been talking shit about her divorce and all this extra shit like that, and all this bullshit with Nicki. I feel like Cardi ain't been doing nothing but being her real self this entire time. I feel like who she is or who she portrays herself to be is her genuine self. So, yeah, man, talk that shit. Fuck him. Fresh.
What you got?
I say fiasco. Because you won the Grammy. That speaks for itself. Yeah. I'm not getting online talking about, I worked my ass off. I slept in the studio. Like, I'm not doing all that.
But that's who she's been ever since she's been on the scene. Like, she came on Instagram. So,
but it's the timing. She could have did that on a Wednesday with nothing going on, but I just want the best rap album. I personally, like you said, that's her, but I personally would have put a picture of the award and just said, huh?
I wouldn't even done that, so I'm gonna say fiasco.
But that's the same. You doing the same thing. You talking your shit without saying anything. That's you posting that picture and saying "tada" or whatever your caption is. That's you saying "fuck y'all." It's the same thing.
Yeah, because I feel like it's a time. It's a time when you gotta like elevate. She needs to elevate. She needs to get above all this below her, because obviously she's doing something good. She won a Grammy. Mm-hmm. So it's levels.
If she win another one and she do it again, it's all right. Now you wildin'. After the first one,
but she's been having like multiple wins.
She has.
You know what I mean?
She has. She definitely has.
Just chill.
Okay.
Sometimes you just gotta say fuck the haters, man. You gotta let them niggas know. Look at me, bitch. Bitch.
Do you have a fuck as you doing?
Grammy, bitch. Yeah, I do have a fuck as you doing.
All right, so this is the segment. Y'all can just relax. He just about to go on this little tangent about something that somebody did that pissed him off.
Can I please be blessed by the smooth sounds of JJ Icefish, please? Yeah, my man. Yo, bitch ass nigga. Fuck is you proving? Here we go. My favorite part. Break it down. Fuck is you proving? Fuck is you doing? My man. Podcast Brothers, episode 124. What's today's date? February 17th. All-Star game tonight. Check it out if y'all have it. We didn't even talk about the slam dunk contest. But anyway. All right. So, I need to have a word with this gentleman. Mr. Jussie Smollett of the TV show Empire. Now, I'm sure you've all heard that, when was this? A month or two ago, Mr. Smollett claimed that he was a victim of a hate crime where he claimed that these two gentlemen who have later been found out to be these two Nigerian brothers, he accused them of tying a noose around his neck and pouring bleach on him and saying what he say? What he say? Fuck. What he say about the Empire? What was the line about Empire?
You're that
nigger. You're that black from Empire.
Black nigger F word from Empire.
From Empire, right? So he calls the police and he leaves the noose around his neck to show like proof of whatever of what had just happened. So he's going on this tangent. He does his interview with what's her name, Robin from CBS, the
Correct.
black lady. Yeah, he does the interview and he's talking about the event. So the two gentlemen who were the suspects who said made the attack, they were arrested and questioned. And after they were questioned, they were released. And now the investigation is being pointed at Jussie Smollett, saying that he orchestrated his own attack. Oh. I'm kind of lost for words here. I knew you was Lucius Lyon's son. I kind of thought Empire was real. But I never thought a nigga would actually attempt to set some shit up like this. This sounds like some shit that happened straight out of a Empire TV script. Like, you really Lucius Lyon's son. The fact that he set up his own. Now, I'm trying to reserve judgment a bit here because it's still speculation that to whatever exactly happened is still under investigation. So I really don't want to go off on the limb and just go with what's happening. But the fact that this is even in question is a big tell for me. How many times has somebody been accused of an attack and it gets turned on themselves? It's just a weird spin. Like, you set up your own attack. From my understanding is that his character was getting ready to be written off of Empire, and he orchestrated a way to keep his name out in these streets to possibly remain on the program. And I think about it, I ain't seen him do nothing else since Empire came out. So maybe his acting resume ain't that strong. So maybe he really did stay on Fox and get that Empire money. I don't know. The only thing, this is just a weird scenario for someone to claim that they've been attacked and for the investigation to flip to find the suspects, and the suspects are found and released, and now the information is coming out saying that you were the one who had this all set up. And one of the brothers was actually on an episode of Empire I saw, which is kind of crazy. So that shows that there might be a relationship there that you could have made that happen. It's some weird shit, man. I hope this ain't what it looked like. But if this is what it looked like, you ain't got to worry about not being on Empire no more. You done turned your whole life into an Empire episode. Now, everywhere you go, you're going to be that motherfucker who set up his own ass whooping and didn't get what he wanted out of it. And that's another thing. If the dudes got caught, they didn't have a safety plan, especially if they brothers like they say. If me and you get paid to beat a nigga up and then he get caught and we get caught, do he think we going to go to jail for him? Like, yo, nigga, yo, you ready to tell this motherfucker he paid us to do this shit? Like, why would I go to jail for that? That just don't make sense. He paid us to kick his ass. Yeah, that was him. Who's really going to go to jail behind it? I don't think you paid them niggas that much money. This ain't furlough, motherfucker. You ain't got it on reserve like that. Jussie Smollett, if in fact you actually did set up your own attack, my brother, fuck is you doing? That's just crazy. These niggas is wild style, boy. I tell you. I ain't never set up your own attack, bro. Just get a job, man. Just fill out that app, man. It'll be all right.
Yeah.
Blessings on blessings.
The jury's still out.
Jury's still out.
We'll
man.
see what happens.
I hope it's not. I hope it's not true, yo.
Mm-hmm.
You can't use black people moral pride like that on a hate crime to get motherfuckers rallying on your side so you to remain on a goddamn TV show.
And that's crazy because a lot of people didn't want to speak on it just because of who he is. But man, like,
shout out to Joe Budden, because Joe Budden was the first one. He was like, I need to see footage. He said it straight up. He was like, I need to see more.
So ladies, this was the first podcast y'all were on.
Yes.
How was it?
Oh, it was really fun.
It was fun.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah.
Tell people where they can find you guys at on social media.
I'm at the baby doll. It's not BABY, it's BBY.
On what?
Instagram.
Okay.
I am at exquisite B_.
Holy hell, that's you. I kind of thought you looked familiar.
And at Muvabbeautybar. Just B, not BEE on Instagram.
I told you y'all have a good time. Like,
Small world, man.
Y'all was nervous at first, loosened up. We had some laughs. We had a good time. We got to know.
The laughs always break the ice, man. Every time.
We got to know who y'all are. Y'all got this big brunch coming up. Y'all want to plug that one more time?
Tell them time, place.
March 9th at the Conservatory Mansion, 12 to 3. Women's Empowerment Brunch.
Mm-hmm. Tickets or price at the door?
Tickets are in our bios.
Yes.
Nice.
Okay.
You
Got
go
it.
It's
on
an
our
event
homepage.
brunch.
We'll have the links to your Instagrams and the things on the episode. So when they listen to this episode, if they do want to purchase tickets, all they got to do is just click on the link that's already in the app that they're listening to. So if you're on Apple Podcasts, all you got to do is click the link while you're listening to the episode. So we'll do stuff like that for y'all.
Thank you. That's dope.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
This is, episode 124 of the Podcast Brothers, man.
Yeah. Podcast Brothers episode 124, man.
This was definitely a fun episode.
It was.
And I'm Flaw 700.
I'm your boy Fresco.
We are the Podcast Brothers, and this was episode 124.
And we out this bitch.
Peace out.